Good morning, everyone. My name's Luke, and this is my channel where I like to share about things that I do, things that I've learned, things that I really think can help you guys improve, and that I can also use to help create a community here. So, I just want to thank you all for coming out. So yesterday I talked about I had a lot of things to do. It was Saturday morning. I had tons and tons and tons of stuff to do. Well, here's how it all planned out. So I did yard sales. I found some really great stuff. I actually got this awesome typewriter. I haven't even tried it yet because I was so busy yesterday. But hopefully it works. It'd be pretty cool. And then I also got a Polaroid. See, I'm not even good with it. Yeah, you gotta pull it up like that. And the thing is, it came with like a ton of film, but it's from like 2005, so I don't think it works anymore. When I printed them out, they all came out pretty funny. Maybe I can show you all. Yeah, see that? It comes out like all messed up. That's all the chemicals in there, so I don't think it works anymore. What else did I do yesterday? Oh, I got a haircut, as you can see. If you can't tell, I had kind of long hair before. Now it's really, really short. I opened some mail. I got some new bow ties. In case you didn't know, I'm a pretty big fan of bow ties. I feel like it's my little way of like shouting out and saying, here I am, I'm different, that kind of thing. So I enjoy that. I did a lot of other little tasks. I cleaned up my room a little bit, getting ready for my trip that I'm going to go across the United States, and some other stuff. But the one biggest thing that I did that took the longest time, but that produced like zero results, was I went to the DMV. And so here's the story. So since I'm going on my trip, I need to, my license renews in the middle of the summer, like June 14th or something like that. I'm not going to be here in Maryland to get it renewed, so I wanted to go early so I can get it renewed. Now, I'm not 21 yet. I will be turning 21 on May 14th, and because of that, I can only renew my license 7 days before my birthday. But nobody told me that until I waited till the very end, or until I got to the very end of the whole process. So essentially, this is what happened. Like, let me put this down. So I got to the DMV. There's two doors. I go in the door. At the middle, there's like a table, like a front desk. Everybody checks in and they give you a number. Now, first of all, their number system is just completely whack. I don't even understand how they do it. Like, there's like B15, there's like B's, F's, C's, A's, and like some numbers go up to like 100, some go up to like 5,000. I don't get how they do it at all. So it doesn't make any sense. You can't tell how long of a wait you have because they just announce serving B15 at desk 22. Like, there's no order of it, and then it could go down to G2000 or something like that. So there's really no way of knowing. So I'm sitting there waiting, and I thought it was gonna be pretty simple, just renewing my license. You don't have to do a test or anything for that. So I'm sitting there waiting, and I start to like wonder like how long is it gonna be? It's been like half an hour at least. So I go to the front desk and I ask them, I'm just renewing my license. Is that okay that like it doesn't renew just yet, but that I'm doing it a little bit early? They're like, oh yeah, sure, that's fine. Just wait in line. You'll be called shortly. So, me being very sort of outgoing, I can't sit there waiting too much longer. So I just start walking around, just back and forth. I just started walking around the whole building and whatnot, and then my phone was starting to die, so I ran into my car to get my charger, and all the outlets in the MVA slash DMV, I don't know what you want to call it. All the outlets above them, they have little signs that say, please do not plug any devices into this outlet. And I'm like, why? Like, it's ridiculous. So I found one that didn't have one of those. It was where the printer for another machine was plugged in. So I went and I sat down next to it, plugged my phone in, listened to some podcasts and some videos, listened to the founder of YouTube talk about the beginning times of YouTube. And so I'm sitting there, it's been an hour, now it's been an hour and a half, and then 2 hours has gone by, and I finally get to go up to the front desk. And so when I get there, we start the whole process. They take a photo of me, all this stuff, and then they go to start to like make me my new license, I guess. And she goes, you're too early. And I go, what? She goes, you're too early. You can't renew your license until 7 days before your birthday at the earliest. And I was like, what? I asked at the front desk and they said it was fine. They're like, no. Actually, when you turn, the two big birthdays for you are 21 and 40 for anybody. you know, when you turn 21, they want to make sure that like you're actually turning 21 or something stupid that didn't make sense, because if they really want to make sure I'm turning 21, then they should just look at when my birthday is and what date it is, and then they'll know. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then the other thing is that at 40, you have to get like an eye test and things like that. So that's the 40 is the other big day. Otherwise, any of those other ones you can renew. I've looked up on the internet, you can renew up to 6 months early. But this case I can't, just because it's my 21st birthday. So I'm really pissed. I'm explaining to them, I'm not gonna be here like to get this renewed. Like, I need to do this now. And they're like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. This is not at the MVA level. This is at the government level. We can't change the system. I'm like, bureaucracy, the government level, that's ridiculous. So I'm sitting there for like probably 5 minutes. They're trying to talk to a supervisor, trying to figure out what to do, and they're like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. You're gonna have to come back. So now I'm going to I plan on leaving on my trip for May 18th. So my birthday is May 14th. So they're like, oh, you can come like 7 days before your birthday. So I guess we're gonna have to try to fit some other time. But the thing is, like, I wouldn't have a problem coming like straight 7 days before. But the thing is that I'm off at school, and so I have school and I have finals up until May 18th. So like, the only time I really had this free time was now, and like, I'm not stressed about exams or anything like that. So that's why I wanted to do it now. But they just were like, no. And I was like, this is ridiculous. They made me wait here. They couldn't have just told me in the very beginning. And just also the whole MVA process is so slow. Like, I don't understand why. I just really don't get it. Yeah, but I would love to hear your stories about the MVA, actually, because it's ridiculous how unput together. I mean, first of all, I understand it's the government. The government sets things up, and it's always bureaucratic, and it's always slow, and they're always slow to act, and things like that. And I mean, that's why personally, I know I don't want to go into government field, like any sort of industry practice with the government when I go into business in the future, because I just can't handle that. I need that autonomy. I need that, creativity, that quick action, that sort of thing. As you can tell, I'm jumping up and down. Like, this is just so frustrating. So I need that kind of thing. So, I would love to hear your guys' experiences with the DMV and things like that, what they have done to you, or what, if you actually have had any great experiences, I'd love to hear that, because I feel like it's hard to find those. I mean, while I was walking around for 2 hours, I kept hearing people go up and, like, complaining, and one lady, she showed up and, like, the agency that does whatever she wanted to do was not open on Saturday, so she would have to come back Monday through Friday, and she's like, I didn't do anything wrong, this, that, and the other. Like, I mean, there's so many, like, I heard, like, literally at least 10 complaints during that time, and I was like, that's ridiculous. That's on a Saturday. Imagine what it is on a weekday. So, yeah, I did that. That was probably the thing that took the longest, and is my biggest waste of time, and that's just the biggest problem, because time is, like, my most valuable asset. It's anyone's most valuable asset, really, because you can do what you want with that time. You can make money with it. You can spend time with other people. You can control so many other assets through your time, and so that's why I'm really frustrated that I wasted all that time. Yesterday I also, so that being said, let's bring it back and end it on a good note. Yesterday I also cleaned out a lot of my bikes. In case you don't know, I have a bicycle business, so I cleaned out a lot of bikes that I'm not going to be able to use. I'm kind of getting out of the business a little bit. I used to fix them a lot, but now I can find other ways to make more money with my time, so I don't do that as much. I also sold a bicycle. I got a new bicycle to sell for somebody else. As you can see, I keep saying I'm done with bicycle business, but I keep buying more bikes, so it doesn't really help. But yeah, so that's pretty much most of my day. I ended by watching Shark Tank and Beyond the Tank, which are like my two favorite shows and some of the best shows because they teach you so much. If you haven't seen those shows, definitely check them out on ABC. Shark Tank, of course, everybody should hopefully know what that is. Entrepreneurs pitch their ideas to investors, try to get them to invest. And then Beyond the Tank is even better because they go into like the intricacies of the business after they've been accepted or rejected by the investors, and you learn a little bit more about like business practices and things like that. So please, please, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and more importantly, share with your friends, because my network can only be as big as how many people you guys invite to this channel. So I need you all to get more people to join, so that way we can all learn from each other, talk about our experiences, share perspective, and grow together. So please, please, please do hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share it with your friends. Thank you all. Have an awesome, awesome day.